Well, before I get to talking about what I was going to talk about, I want to share an experience about what we be talking about. Okay, so I just got back in town, let's see, 2 days ago, Friday. I go to the same 7-Eleven, regardless if it's a 7-Eleven there, I go to the same 7-Eleven every morning to get a cappuccino, but just something to drink. And I have these interactions with the workers there, the Ethiopian people there, and from our interactions, slowly but surely, they know a tiny bit maybe of what I might be on, or they definitely feel the energy because it's been time and time again. They say stuff like, man, why you so happy this early in the morning? Man, I be going through this and I don't know how to get out of it. This world is crazy. I feel like I'm in a trap. This is what they telling me. They like, I got over here and feel like I'm in a trap. I was like, welcome to the trap. Welcome to the illusion. But from that, it's the spark of awakening. So anyway, fast forward to today. I go to the store and he said, man, where you been? I said, man, I was out of town. And he said, man, I was wanting to talk to you about this world stuff. So we get into it like 30 minutes at the store, talking in between customers, explaining to him that is more science behind this universe than what you so-called spirituality as a religion concerned. Because from talking to them so much, their religion in Ethiopia is very strict. Like there's no smoking, no drugging, barely, just it's very strict. But still, with that, and he's thinking, that our religion is dope per se. But besides that, he still is inquiring or interested in what I'm doing, which contains no religion. And he knows that. But he still is wondering, how am I operating? You don't believe in that? You don't believe in that? What are you doing? So we got to talking and chopping it up. And the whole purpose of this speech or whatever is to say that you don't never have to go out and get nobody. They gravitate to you. It took a while, but I was over there and I was smiling because I'm like, this dude is waking up. He's starting to realize the illusion that he's in. And then I go back over there and start talking some more to him. And this went on for like 30 minutes. But the thing was, and the realization is that I'm just being me. I'm being the example. I'm carrying the frequency. And it's attractive. And he was like, I'm talking about behind the counter at the 7-Eleven. He's doing like this. Man, I knew something is wrong. Hey, let me ask you something else. I'm like, pay attention to your customers first. Let's get them out the way so we can talk. So, but anyways, you don't have to go out and try to convince and try to tell. You become that light, that glowing light, and people gravitate to you. And this was a perfect example. It was a perfect example. In a way, I almost feel like he's ain't gonna be doing his religion too much longer. Because he sees, when we talking about quantum physics and matter and trying to make science make sense with the spirituality part. So it ain't gonna be too long of him doing what he's been doing because of his awareness and understanding, or his different perception of how this universe is working. But still, it wasn't me, hey man, let me tell you about this. Or one day, hey bro, the universe, I ain't never did that. I keep what I do to myself, and as you do what you do. I never said nothing about his religion or what type of format he goes about living life. I never questioned that at all or said anything about it like it's wrong or nothing like that. I just continue to be that same person and be the example, and people will get to you. It's almost like they gonna get to you. Don't worry about it. And at that point, now it's time to shed light on a lot of things, because they're in this process of confusion. They're in this process of, I don't know what's right no more. This shit don't work. It don't make sense. It's not adding up. The math ain't mathing. Well, at this point, it's almost like they're ready. And it's like, okay. So now, whenever I do, like tomorrow, when I get up and go to the store, I'm going to have something more to recap on what we was talking about today. And then I'm going to continue on. But it wasn't me approaching, asking, or trying to influence or trying to entice him to do nothing. It was all him coming to me. And this has been going on. He's been slowly tapping. So if you don't believe it, and he asked me all these questions, but I never went in depth with it until today. So you never have to do that. You never have to go out and push up on. Don't turn into a Jehovah Witness knocking on people's door trying to convert them. Don't be that Christian on the corner that's holding out flyers trying to convert somebody. If you are the shining light, if you are that being, people will gravitate to you. And it's just that. I was thinking, like, back in the day, like, if Jesus had all these followers and everything, I wonder how he went about it. Did he run around and need all y'all disciples to go out, spread the word, get them, convert them over to me? No, he was just being, the light, and people gravitated to it. And he ended up building up this big family or community of followers that impacted societies per se. So use your energy wisely. And he was talking about that too. Matter of fact, he was like, well, is there a way to, this is what he said. He said, is there a way to, my energy that I have, is there a way to save it? I said, you better think of it like currency and stop spending it uselessly with fruitless talks. Stop spending your energy with people that's going to upset you. And we got into a deep thing about that. But I am sort of really happy because I see this guy all the time. And it's just was something about that he was interested in what I'm doing or me, period. He don't probably even know why he's attracted to the frequency, not me. Let's get this understood. We're energy. He's attracted to the frequency I'm holding, the baseline frequency I have that's consistent every day. And he don't probably know why. I don't look like nobody that's somewhat per se spiritual person. I don't look like that. I know I don't. So I'm like, at this point, what does the attraction come from? I'm just another somebody walking in the store. But I know exactly where it's coming from. He don't know, but I do. So yeah. Hello world. The whole point that we talked about, you don't have to convert, change, do nothing to nobody. They will come to you. And then from there, you can enlighten them even more on their enlightenment journey. Hello world.